Nobody saw this coming, not the cast, not the fans. Not even the producers who thought they'd seen every twist Atlanta could throw at them. But last night, everything changed in the blink of an eye when Karlie Redd, never one to shy away from, the mess became the unintentional witness to a hotel rendezvous so explosive it threatens to break the internet and tear apart the love and hip-hop world. Fans are shocked, emotions are running wild, and trust. Well, that's just a memory now. As word of Karlie's discovery hit social media, the Atlanta scene erupted into chaos. Was this a secret betrayal, a desperate attempt at reconciliation, or something even deeper? Rumors are flying, sides are being taken, and receipts reel or fake car flooding timelines. Insiders whisper about betrayal, loyalty, and secret motives. For Rasheeda and Kirk, this was supposed to be a private meeting, a space away from cameras and questions. But nothing in Atlanta stays private for long. Not with Karlie around. By sunrise, fans demanded answers. #HotelGate started trending, and even castmates weighed in, fanning the flames with cryptic tweets and jaw-dropping live streams. Everyone wants to know what really happened behind that closed hotel door. Who set the trap and who will pay the price? Buckle up, because this story is about to get ugly and nobody will escape unscathed, because the city was buzzing before the sun even came up. It started as a whisper something about Karlie, a hotel, and two faces nobody expected to see together. At that hour, in Atlanta, rumors move fast, but this one was different. It had teeth. It had proof. And it had Karlie Redd, phone in hand, voice trembling as she repeated the same line to anyone who would listen. I saw them. I saw Kirk and Rasheeda together, lone in that hotel room. She was still shaking when she went live, red nails, gripping her phone as her followers flooded in, hungry for the mess. What started as an ordinary night for Karlie had turned into anything but. She'd come out to the hotel to meet a friend at least. That's what she told herself. But she couldn't ignore her gut. Soon as she saw Kirk's car parked out front, she knew something was off. The last time Kirk and Rasheeda were seen together, cameras were rolling and voices were raised. It left on bad terms, with Rasheeda swearing she was done and Kirk, as always, promising to change. But Atlanta is small, and secrets don't stay buried for long. Inside the lobby, Karlie tried to keep a low profile. She pulled her sunglasses low and her hoodie tight, but anyone who knows Karlie knows she can't go anywhere unnoticed. Still, she pressed on, weaving her way past the front desk and straight to the elevators. She pressed the button for the 10th floor, her heart pounding. She didn't know what she was looking for in life, that she had to see it with her own eyes. The hallway was quiet, but the tension was heavy. Every step echoed. When she reached room 1012, she paused. Voices drifted through the door, muffled but unmistakable. Rasheeda's laughter soft, hesitant. Kirk's deeper tone, pleading, desperate. Karlie's hand shook as she lifted her phone, debating whether to knock or just record. She chose the latter, pressing her camera to the tiny crack. In the door, as the voices inside grew louder, what she caught was more than enough. Kirk's words were clear. I'm sorry, I need you. I can't do this without you. Rasheeda's voice cracked, the pain obvious even through the door. How do I trust you again, Kirk? After everything? Then a long silence, broken only by Kirk's soft apology and Rasheeda's quiet sob. Karlie backed away, adrenaline flooding her veins. She barely remembered making it to the lobby before she was dialing her own manager, her voice breathless and urgent. It's real, she said. It's happening right now. Within minutes, the news was spreading through group chats and Instagram DMs like wildfire. Outside, the air was electric. Fans started piecing together their own theories. Screenshots of Kirk's car at the hotel appearing on Twitter, followed by blurry shots of Rasheeda's pink sneakers on the marble floor. Every detail became evidence. She's taking him back. One fan posted, "Or is this the end for good?" Another commented, By midnight, #KirkCheats again was trending, and everyone had a take. The cast wasn't far behind. Spice jumped on live, shaking her head and fanning herself. Not Kirk and Rasheeda in the hotel chili. Bambi DM'd Karlie, asking if she was sure. Even Sierra posted a cryptic meme about trusting snakes. The comments poured in faster than anyone could keep up, some begging for forgiveness, others calling for Rasheeda to walk away for good. As for Karlie, she wasn't done. The hotel footage was just the beginning. She called Mimi, her voice still shaking. "Girl, you won't believe what I just saw. I have proof, and I'm not holding back. They want drama, they got it." Mimi, always the ride-or-die, told her to send everything. "Let the world see it, Karlie. Don't let them play you like they played everyone else." Meanwhile, Kirk and Rasheeda were still in that room, oblivious to the storm brewing outside. Kirk was on his knees, literally, hands clasped, tears in his eyes. "I messed up. I know I did, but I love you. I'm tired of pretending like we're okay when we're not." Rasheeda looked away, wiping her face. "Love doesn't fix lies. Kirk, love doesn't erase what you did." The fight turned raw. Rasheeda's anger bubbled over, her voice rising. "Do you even know how much you hurt me? How much you hurt our family?" Kirk could barely look at her, voice barely above a whisper. "Every day. I know it. Every day." She shook her head, biting her lip to keep from crying again. Was supposed to be a fresh start, but here we are, hiding in hotel rooms, trying to fix what's broken with more secrets. While the two of them tried to patch the unpatchable, the outside world moved fast. The hotel manager, already overwhelmed by the sudden crowd outside, called security as fans started lining up, hoping to catch a glimpse. By now, even the other cast members were blowing up Kirk and Rasheeda's phones, demanding answers. But Karlie, still high on adrenaline, couldn't stop. She started uploading short clips to her Instagram story, just enough to get people talking, just enough to stir the pot. They said it was over, but here they are. Y'all see what I see? Within minutes, the clips had thousands of views. Blogs picked up the story. Headlines blaring, Karlie Redd exposes Kirk and Rasheeda's secret reunion. What does this mean for season 13? As dawn broke, the fallout had just begun. Rasheeda's mother was the first to call her daughter, her voice tight and worried. "Rasheeda, what's going on? Okay, people are calling me, saying you're back with Kirk. Is it true?" Rasheeda, tired and worn, could only sigh. "Mama, it's complicated." The pain in her voice said it all. Kirk, meanwhile, was already dreading the next steps. He knew what the world was about to see. "We can't run from this," he said softly. "If we try to hide, it'll only get worse." Rasheeda nodded, defeated. "Then let's face it head on. But this time, Kirk, you talk, you tell the truth. I'm done covering for you." And just like that, the stage was set. Secrets out, cameras rolling, and Atlanta bracing for a showdown no one would forget. As the city woke up, phones buzzed with fresh headlines. And even the early morning talk shows were whispering about Karlie's bombshell. Outside the hotel, a small crowd had gathered, paparazzi, fans, and a few cast members hungry for their own slice of the drama. Someone was live streaming from the parking lot, panning between Karlie's car and the front entrance. Nobody knew what would happen next, but everyone was certain it would be messy. Inside, Kirk and Rasheeda braced themselves. The air was thick with tension. Kirk checked his phone and saw dozens of missed calls, Bambi, Sierra, even Scrappy. Rasheeda's notifications were blowing up with worried texts from her mom, her manager, and a wall of DMs from fans who were either furious or heartbroken. For a moment, she just sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the wall. "We can't go out there," she whispered. "Not yet." Kirk sat beside her, shoulders slumped. "Baby, I know I messed up. I know this looks bad. But it was just supposed to be us, talking. I didn't plan for any of this." Rasheeda shook her head, fighting back tears. "We can't keep hiding, Kirk. Everything we do ends up out there, for everyone to see." Why is it always me who has to pay for your mistakes? Kirk reached for her hand, but she pulled away, voice hardening. I've forgiven you so many times. When is it enough? Meanwhile, Karlie was loving every second of the chaos. Her phone rang nonstop. Producers wanted details. Bloggers wanted exclusives, and even rivals wanted to know what really went down. She took a deep breath, hit record on her front-facing camera, and let it all spill out. Let me set the record straight. I didn't plan to catch them. But when you see your friends sneaking around, you can't help but wonder what's really going on. Atlanta deserves the truth, and I'm not about to stay silent. The video went viral within minutes, spawning reaction videos, heated Twitter threads, and even memes. One meme showed Karlie peeking around a hotel hallway corner, phone in hand with the caption, "Official ATLT Inspector." Fans divided into camps. Some praised Karlie for exposing the truth. Others accused her of stirring the pot for clout. But the one thing nobody could deny was that season 13 had just become must-see TV. Back at the hotel, the situation went from bad to worse. Security knocked on the door. "Mr. Frost, Ms. Rasheeda, we need you to clear the room." The crowd is getting bigger. Kirk shot Rasheeda a desperate look. "I'm sorry. Swear. I just wanted to fix things between us. I wanted to make it right." Rasheeda stood, wiping her eyes. "We can't fix anything until you're honest with me. And you need to be honest with everyone else, too." She turned toward the door, her voice trembling but strong. "No more hiding. Let's go." They left the hotel room together, but the world outside wasn't ready to let them off the hook. The moment Kirk and Rasheeda appeared in the lobby, cameras flashed and fans shouted questions. "Are you two back together? Is it true, Rasheeda? Kirk, did you cheat again?" The couple pushed through the chaos, heading straight for their car, but not before Karlie caught up, shoving her phone in Kirk's face. "Care to comment? The fans want answers." Kirk glared. "You got what you wanted, Karlie. Congratulations." Rasheeda didn't look back. She climbed into the car, slamming the door behind her. Karlie shook her head, her own voice cracking now. "They always act like I'm the villain. But I'm just telling the truth." Across Atlanta, the ripple effect began. At Scrappy's house, he watched the live videos in disbelief, texting Kirk, "Bro, you okay?" Sierra called Bambi voice. "Hushed. Did you see what happened? You think they'll make it through this?" Bambi replied, "Girl, I don't know, but Karlie always finds the mess. It's like she got a sixth sense for drama." That afternoon, the network announced an emergency reunion taping. Producers wanted all three, Kirk, Rasheeda, and Karlie, on stage together to tell their sides. As fans flooded the network's socials, demanding the full, unedited story. Some threatened to boycott if they didn't get answers, while others were just here for the spectacle. RASHEEDA and Kirk sat together in their car, barely speaking. Finally, Rasheeda broke the silence. "Are you going to say on camera, Kirk? Are you going to admit everything?" Kirk's hands gripped the steering wheel. "I don't even know what's true anymore. I just know I want us to be okay." Rasheeda looked at him, her voice tired. "We're not okay. We haven't been okay for a long time. Maybe it's time." The world knew that. The sun was setting, but the drama was only heating up. Fans waited, hungry for more. And the city of Atlanta braced for the fallout that nobody, especially Kirk and Rasheeda, could escape. The day of the emergency reunion taping arrived like a storm. Social media was on fire, trending with hashtags for every possible team. Hashtag Team RASHEEDA, hashtag Kirk exposed, hashtag Carl, i.e. caught Chase, everything. Outside the studio, fans and reporters jostled for a position, hoping to catch a glimpse of the trio at the center of it all. The air was thick with expectation. Everyone wanted to know what would happen when Karlie, Kirk, and Rasheeda finally came face to face. Backstage. Rasheeda sat with her arms folded, her phone buzzing endlessly in her lap. She didn't want to be there, but she knew she had to face the music. Kirk hovered nearby, pacing in nervous circles. Every time he looked at Rasheeda, guilt washed over his face. "Are you sure you want to do this?" he asked quietly. Rasheeda didn't answer at first. She stared at the mirror, searching for the strength she'd always shown on camera. Finally, she spoke, her voice barely above a whisper. "It's not about what I want anymore. People need to hear the truth, even if it hurts." Karlie was in her own dressing room, a small army of producers and makeup artists buzzing around her. "Are you ready for this?" one asked, adjusting her mic. Karlie just smirked. "Baby, I was born ready for the truth. Let's go make some history." As the cameras rolled and the stage lights flared, the host welcomed everyone to what was already being called the most explosive reunion in the show's history. Karlie entered first, greeted by a chorus of cheers and boos. Kirk followed, trying to look confident but failing miserably. Finally, Rasheeda walked out, head high, jaw set. The three sat in a tight row, the tension so thick it seemed to crackle. In the air, the host wasted no time. "Let's start with the question everyone's asking. Karlie, what did you see?" Karlie took a deep breath and looked straight at the camera. "I saw Kirk and Rasheeda together in that hotel room. They were talking, arguing, and then it got real emotional. I didn't go looking for drama, but when I saw my friends hiding, I had to say something." The host turned to Kirk, eyebrows raised. "Kirk, what do you say to that?" Kirk shifted in his seat, glancing at Rasheeda before answering. "It's true. We met at the hotel because I wanted to talk to her without cameras, without noise. I wanted to be honest for once. But I messed up. I let it get this far." Fans online exploded. Some supported Kirk for finally owning up, others tore him apart. For dragging Rasheeda through more public pain, the chat scrolled faster than anyone could redot. The host pressed on. "Rasheeda, what do you feel right now?" Rasheeda's voice trembled, but she didn't break. "Tired. I'm tired of being the one who has to hold everything together. I didn't want this to be public, but maybe it's for the best. People think they know our story, but they only see the headlines. They don't see the real pain." The room was silent for a moment, the weight of her words sinking in. Then, out of nowhere, a producer handed the host a tablet. "We just got a new video sent in by an anonymous source." The host glanced at the screen and his eyes widened. Like there's more to the story. On the big screen behind them, a video played. Kirk and Rasheeda arguing in the hotel room. But then, a new voice was heard, another cast member, hiding in the adjoining room, recording everything. It was Bambi, whispering into her phone. There, not telling the whole truth. Kirk's got another secret. Hey, and it's about to come out. The audience gasped. Cast members backstage lost their minds, and even Karlie looked stunned. The host turned to Kirk. "What is Bambi talking about? What other secret is there?" Kirk's face went blank. He looked at Rasheeda, then at the floor, then back at the host. I didn't want to do this here, but since everyone's watching, there's someone else. And it's not what anyone thinks." Rasheeda's eyes filled with tears. But this time, it was rage, not sadness. "Who, Kirk? Just say it. Who is she?" Kirk hesitated, the whole room holding its breath. "It's not a woman. It's a business deal. I lost money. I tried to cover it up so I wouldn't look weak. I lied, but there's no other woman." Swear? The revelation hit like a slap. The audience was silent, then burst into chatter. Some believed him, others thought it was just another lie. Karlie shook her head, biting her lip. "Always a secret with you, Kirk." The host nodded. "So, there it is. Not a cheating scandal, but a business betrayal. But the pain, the secret side, all adds up." As the cameras panned over the trio, it was clear nothing would ever be the same again, and yet the drama was far from over. As the reunion went to commercial, Rasheeda wiped her tears and stared straight ahead, already knowing the hardest part was yet to come. As the reunion came back from commercial, the studio lights felt even harsher. The energy had shifted now. Every eye in the room was glued to Rasheeda. Kirk's business betrayal wasn't the secret anyone expected, but it hurt all the same. Social media exploded again, with fans taking sides, some calling Kirk a liar, others blaming Karlie for exposing private pain, and many just stunned by the endless mess. The host leaned in. "Rasheeda, you've stood by Kirk through scandals, rumors, and now a business disaster. Why stay? Why keep fighting for this?" Rasheeda took a deep breath, her voice raw but steady. "Because I believed in us. I believed that we could get through anything if we were honest. But I'm tired of fighting alone. Always me trying to patch things up. Me being strong for everyone. But who's strong for me?" Kirk turned toward her, desperation in his eyes. "I want to be that for you. I do. I messed up. I panicked. I thought if you saw me fail in business, you'd leave. But I was wrong. I should have told you." Host turned to Karlie, who was still processing the bombshell. "Karlie, do you regret exposing this? Some fans say you crossed a line." Karlie's eyes welled up, a rare show of vulnerability. "Maybe I did. Maybe I should have let them work it out. But I can't stand secrets. Not after everything I've been through. I thought bringing the truth out would help, but maybe it just made things worse." The atmosphere in the studio grew tense as other cast members were brought in. Bambi walked. On stage, arms crossed, her eyes locked on Kirk. "So all this was about money. You dragged Rasheeda through the mud for your ego." Kirk's shoulders slumped. "I didn't want any of this, just wanted to fix things before they fell apart." Sierra, voice shaking with emotion, added, "We're a family, Kirk. When you break trust, you break all of us." The conversation spiraled, everyone talking at once. Accusations, confessions, tears. The host tried to keep order, but it was clear this was no ordinary reunion. The wounds ran deep. The audience was spellbound, hanging on every word. Then, in the midst of the chaos, Rasheeda stood up, commanding attention. "Enough. I need time. Need to figure out what's left to fight for. Maybe I'll forgive you, Kirk. Maybe I won't. But right now, I just need space." The studio fell silent. Kirk didn't chase after her. He just sat there, defeated, as Rasheeda walked off stage. Cameras following every step. Outside the studio, fans swarmed, some offering support, others demanding answers. Social media was ablaze: memes, think pieces, reaction videos. The city of Atlanta buzzed with the news. Rasheeda leaves Kirk live on TV. Bloggers speculated about divorce. Cast members posted cryptic stories. And producers hinted this was just the beginning. As night fell, Kirk sat alone in his dressing room, staring at his phone. Messages poured in: apologies, threats, pleas for interviews, but all he could think about was the look on Rasheeda's face as she walked away. Karlie, back in her own hotel room, scrolled through comments. Some called her a hero, others a homewrecker. She turned off her phone, tears stinging her eyes. For all the chaos she'd exposed, she still felt alone. And Rasheeda. She drove through the city, windows down, letting the summer air clear her head. For the first time in years, she didn't know what the future held, but she knew one thing: she was done hiding. Atlanta had seen the truth. Now, it was time for her to decide what came next. You've seen it all unfold. Loyalty broken, secrets spilled, and a family torn apart right in front of millions. Emotions ran high, trust shattered, and the lines between friend and foe blurred like never before. Fans are still in shock, debating every moment, every tear, and every twist. Was Karlie right to expose Kirk and Rasheeda's secret meeting? Or did she cross a line? Is there any hope left for Kirk and Rasheeda? Or has this hotel drama finally ended their story for good? As the city of Atlanta keeps buzzing, the cast faces the toughest chapter yet. Kirk sits alone, questioning every decision, haunted by mistakes he can't take back. Karlie, for all her bravado, is left wondering if she made things better or worse. And Rasheeda, she's searching for her own peace, determined to rebuild, whether with Kirk or without him. But one thing is certain, the world is watching. Everyone has an opinion. And as season 13 heats up, you never know who will be exposed next, or what secret will rock Atlanta tomorrow. Now it's your turn. Whose side are you on? You think Kirk and Rasheeda can ever trust each other again? Did Karlie do the right thing? Or should she have stayed quiet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video if you love the drama. Subscribe for more explosive updates and share this story with your friends. Because in Atlanta, the tea never stops sand. Neither does the buzz. Thanks for watching Scandabuzz. Stay tuned, stay messy, and stay real, because the next twist could be just around the corner.